Characters are the people or the animals that are in the story. Characters are the people or the animals in the story. Point of view is what the character thinks or believes. What is point of view?
What the character thinks or believes.
Yes, it's what the character thinks or believes about something that's in a story. Characters have different points of view. You have a first person and you have a third person. The first person is the person who is you in the story, meaning he, she, or they. Those pronouns are used for the first person point of view. Then you have the third point of view. Let me go back again. You have two different points of view. You have the first point of view and you have the third person point of view. The first person point of view is the person who's telling the story. It's the actual character that's in the story that's telling it. You can notice that by when they use I or you or me, they can tell you their character is going to be in the first person. Third person is when another person is telling the story. You was hearing like she, he, she, it, or they. Those are another person is telling the story. Good readers can speak in different voices for each character when reading aloud. Good readers also can find the characters in a story and find their point of view or the way they feel about an event by noticing the characters, their thoughts, the words, their actions, and how they feel. Finding point of view, it helps us to understand that the characters in the story that we'll read, we can determine the points of view by one, what the characters say or think. So if I'm trying to find out the point of view, please stop, Romeo. I'm going to say, what does the character say or think? How will the characters sound saying it? That means that's the tone in it. If the character is saying it, then they use a certain expression. They may be happy, they may be sad, they may be excited. So that's the tone that the character is going to give you. Then I need to know, what does the character do? What does he do in the story? What is he going through that's in that story to find out his point of view? So, to determine the point of view again, the first thing I do is I need to know what the characters say or think. What do I do? Let's listen to it again. If I'm trying to figure out the point of view in a story, the first thing I have to do is find out what the characters say or think. What do I have to find out?
What the characters say or think.
Yes. Then second, I have to find out the character's sound. What is he saying? What's the second thing?
We have to find out the character's sound. What's he saying?
Yes. And three, I have to find out, what does the character do in the story? What's the third step?
What does the character do in the story?
Exactly. So today we're going to look at point of view in a story today. On your desk, you have two handouts. You have two pieces of paper. One is the graphic organizer. This is your graphic organizer. On your graphic organizer, you see the first one says character 1. Then the second one says character 2. So we're going to read a story, and when we read this story, we're looking for what the characters say or what he thinks. Ariel, please go back to your seat. And then we're looking to see how the character is saying it, what tone he's using. And then we're going to find out what does the character do. So let's look at our organizer again. The first one says it's character 1. Remember, there are two types of point of view. The first one is when the first point of view is when you are telling the story. You'll see the pronouns like I, you, and me. Then there's a third person, Jesus, who is another person who's telling the story. And then you will see those pronouns like he, she, it, or they. So on my organizer, I have character 1. Then I have, how does the character feel in the text? When it says, how does the character feel in the text, it's talking about his tone. Yes, Shakari, like you said, he's happy. He may be confused, or it's talking about those different types of emotions. And then I need to know what the character do as well. Then also I have character 2, because remember I said that there's 2 points of view. There's a first point and there's a second point. The third point. So let's look at our story that's on our desk. We're not going to answer the questions on anything just yet. We're only going to do the dialogue. The dialogue that's on the story is when there's one person saying something, one character talking, and then when there's another character talking. So we're going to find out what point of view, what person. Is it going to be first person or is it going to be third person? So let's look at our story. Lee, I need you to look at your story. All right, let's read the title together. Get ready. I'm sorry, India, you need to get on that page. No, ma'am, we're on the story. All right, get ready. You're reading the title. Get ready. Read.
The rain out.
Yes, the rain out. So you're going to read the dialogue below. We're not going to answer the questions yet. We need to just find out the point of view first before we do that. So you're going to read the dialogue below. And then we're going to use our organizer to find out the points of view about these characters. I'm ready to begin. So we have 2 characters. We have 2, no, we have more than 2 characters. How many characters do we have?
3.
We have 3 characters. So since it's a dialogue, when one person's having a conversation to another person, it's kind of like a play. So the people on the side are the characters. There's 3 characters. What are those characters' names?
Mom.
D'Angelo, please raise your hand. Yes, Layla.
Mom.
Mom is one character. What's another one, India?
Jason.
Jason is another one. What's another character, Deshaun?
Sing.
Sean. That's Sean.
Sing.
That's
No.
Sean. Sean is the other character. So, now I have to assign the 2, 3 people because it's like a play. You're reading this dialogue. So, if I have 3 people and one person is reading and another person is reading and another person is reading, what person do you think it is? Is it the first point of view or the third point of view? I need a different hand. Yes, D'Angelo? First point of view. Why do you think it's first? Are you telling the story? You telling the story? No. So it's not going to be first, it's going to be what? Third. It's going to be third because that part is another person telling the story. You know it because it'll say they. You have 3 people, so that is they. All right, let's get into our story. So Sean is going to be played by Deshaun. Mom is going to be played by India.
Oh.
And Jason's going to be played by
Romeo. The treasure. Joseph.
Oh wait. Joseph is going to be played by Jesus.
What? Jason.
Jason, sorry. All right, get ready. You should be tracking because they're going to read.
Who's Jason?
You need to be paying attention to your role.
Oh,
All right, it's time for Sean to talk. Look down. Let's go.
Oh no, it's raining outside. They're going to cancel our baseball game today.
I bet that they will reschedule it. We can find something else to do today. Then how about we build a horse in the living room?
I have been practicing all week for this game. I was going to hit a home run.
Sean, please go back to that first word and read it again.
I've been practicing all week for this game. It I was going to hit a home run.
Now you have more time to practice and you can hit 2 home runs. Come on. Now let's go make a score.
Very good. Give those character snaps. Great job. I called the wrong person for Jason, but that was good anyway. Very good. All right, let's find out what's taking place now. So, who's the character? Who's my first character? I need to find out the points of view now. Who was the first character? Carmine.
Mom.
Mom was. Write mom on our first line. Where it says character 1, write mom. On our organizer where it says character 1, you write mom. All right, let's go into the second point. It says, how does the character feel in this story? That's the point of view. How does the character feel in this story about this rain? About the rain. How does mom feel? We're not talking about the other characters, only mom. How does mom feel about the rain? Yes, Carmine. Say it again. She feels happy.
No.
Think about it again. What did you say the second part? You said what? Yeah, you said unhappy. And why did you say that one? You forgot? You said both of them. Yes, what did she say later? So is she happy because she doesn't care, or is she unhappy and don't care? She's unhappy and she don't care. And she doesn't care because of what?
The rain.
Because it's raining. So, what is the character saying, or does she think? She's what? Yes. She did try to adjust or find something else to take the place of that activity. She did. How does she sound? How does she sound? How did mom sound, D'Angelo?
She sounded sad.
She sounded kind of sad. What else? How does she sound? Her tone?
She sounded a little bit happy. She wanted to do that.
Right. So, what does she do? She tried to find another. She was kind of upset, kind of confused, maybe unhappy because it was raining. So, what does she end up doing? Yes, Deshaun.
She said they're probably going to reschedule it like another day.
Exactly. She said, okay, well, they're going to reschedule another day. So, when I go back to my organizer, it says, how does the character feel in the text? What did you tell me? She felt what?
Unhappy.
She felt unhappy.
Because she didn't care.
Hold on. She felt unhappy. What else?
Because she felt unhappy because she didn't care.
Because she didn't care?
Yes. Yes.
Didn't care.
Yeah, Mama, yeah.
Oh. And so what did she end up doing?
She said they was going to reschedule another day.
Right. All right. So you're going to write that on your organizer up under mom. Do you have a question, D'Angelo? Please take your hood off your head. So we just found out what the characters say or what she thinks. She felt unhappy. That's how she thinks. We found out how the character would say it. So that meant that if she was kind of unhappy, she didn't care. It's like that whatever attitude.
Like, oh my God, Daddy, cousin my son baseball.
Right, it didn't happen again. It's not the first time. It sounds like me. I do that with my son when it rains. I'm like, no, not another rainy day. Then her what she ended up doing was that they had to reschedule for another day.
That's probably what she said.
Yes. But then the next day it would rain again.
Oh my God.
It was a lot of rainy days. All right, okay? Very good. I see that.
I can't see reschedule. I said I can't see.
Deshaun, please raise your hand. Yes, Deshaun.
I can't see reschedule.
It's RESCH DULE. Exactly. And yes, Deshaun, it was in your paper, part of the story. Let's go to the next character. Character 2.
Sean.
Character 2. Who would be character 2?
Sean. Oh, sorry.
Giselle, who would be character 2? Just give me the next character. Jason is the next character. Alright, so now we're talking about Jason. Now we need to find out what does he think or say. Now we gotta find out how does the character say something. Gotta find out his tone. And what does the character do? So I'll go back to my story. And I look at Jason now.
Oh, he didn't care. He must have been.
How does the character feel in this text? How does the character feel in this text, Jakaria? We're talking about Jason. Take your time. India, how does Jason feel? Right, Jason didn't care because he wanted to go build a fort. So, how do you think, so that's what the character, what is the character saying on this one then? What is Jason saying? He's saying, yeah, he wants to go build a fort, but what else is he saying, Layla? What else, Layla? Okay, so how do you think his tone is when he says that? How do you think his voice would go when we heard Jason read it? So how do you think it sounds when his voice, Leah?
Happy.
He sounded happy. So what does Jason end up doing?
Building the fort.
Oh, I need a hand. Taylor, what does Jason end up doing? He ended up building a fort. Alright, so I go back to my organizer and it says, how does the character feel in the text? What am I going to write?
Happy.
Ooh, Layla started out. How I'm going to write?
You're gonna write it like Jason will have to be ready to build a fort.
Okay.
That's your period.
I'm not doing my sentence.
So yay.
So now, what does he say? I know how he feels. I can tell the tone by he's not happy. So what is he going to say? What does he think? What does he think, D'Angelo?
He's thinking he wants to build the fort in his bedroom.
If I go back to my story, Jason says that, yeah, how about we build a fort in the living room? So then he says after that, 2 lines down, he says, come on, Sean, let's go make a fort.
Let's go.
So pretty much what the character did is he built a fort on his tone. He felt happy. He felt happy in the story. So while you're writing that, remember when you're trying to find the point of view in a story, you have to find out what the character's going to say or think. You have to also find out what the character is saying. Deshaun, please go back to your seat. And we have to find out what does the character do. So, with Jason, I'll wait. With Jason, we find out he felt sad. He was ready to go build a fort. We can say if you want to add it to it. He felt happy and he was ready to build a fort
In the living room.
in the living room.
With Sean.
With Sean.
You should be writing that for character 2.